What are we doing out here today, Travis?
Well, we got our hands on PSE's new target bow, the Supra X, and we decided to give this thing a little bit of a field review. So I got a few arrows shot through this thing, so it's kind of tuned up right now, ready to go. I got it sighted in. I spent a little bit of time yesterday shooting it. We're gonna be shooting some paper today, some animal targets, some field targets, maybe some hunter targets. Give this thing a little bit of a review, field test, if you will. See how this thing shoots, how it performs, what I like, what I don't like about it. We'll go over the new features, go over the specs, and hopefully we'll be giving this thing a good grade, and it'll be with me for many shoots to come. So first target, so we got a 40-yard javelina. Bear with me with my voice. Stayed up way too long last night at the Taylor Swift concert. So just a few things to go over on this bow. This is the Supra X, like I mentioned. It is 37-inch axle to axle. They come in 37 and 39. It is a 60-pound, which after I checked it, clocked in at about 63, 62.8. So that's kind of nice, get a little bit extra. I am a little disappointed in the speed. It's not very fast. I'm shooting my VTAC 23s. They are 355 grains, and it's shooting like a 282. Be a lot happier if it was closer to 290, 295, but I'm hoping that the performance will supersede the speed. It is a very smooth shooting bow though. I will give them that.
That cable slide looks a little different than your past bow.
Yeah, so this used to be the roller system before, and this is actually kind of something that stood out to me right away. They went back to the Teflon slide. I talked to PSE about that, and they said that what they're trying to do is get rid of any additional moving parts that may break down while you're in a tournament. So with that cable slide or that roller slide system that they had before, there's a lot of bearings in that. They said a lot of the top end guys end up going to the Teflon slides anyways. It's not gonna affect any performance. I did notice, however, on the first 30, 40 shots that there was a lot of chatter with this thing as it was sliding back. But after about 100 arrows, it actually worked itself in, and it's really smooth now. So I was initially worried about it because of how jumpy this thing was, going back and forth, but now it's actually super smooth. So don't be too concerned if that's the case. If you guys do shoot this bow, it will get a lot better, and it doesn't take long.
Just some of the initial break-in kinks on it.
Yeah. It's a bit windy up here. Jesus, it's really windy up here.
So who is this bow made for?
Anything target-wise. It has all your typical stabilizer mounts. So it has the two in the back. It's got the one down below the handle. It does have the dovetail on the back of the riser for all your integrated stuff. So that's a nice feature. It does come with some limb dampeners. So you can either take them on or leave them on or take them off if you so choose. It does have the Easy 220 Cams shim system, which is a definite plus, and I'm running the SE2 Cams on this thing. So this bow is replacing the Supra RTX from 2 years ago. So it was the Supra RTX and then the Duo last year, and now it's the Supra X. So antelope at 45, so I need to set my sight at 59.15. These aren't the best arrows to be using in the wind either.
A little wind on that one, huh?
A little bit. So that shot broke the pin right behind the shoulder. It hit him in the guts. So it drifted about 4 inches, 45 yards. So we'll aim in front of the shoulder. See if it blows it right in. So like I mentioned before, this bow replaces the RTX from 2 years ago. And for whatever reason, I wasn't a fan of that bow. I could never shoot that thing consistently. I just never got comfortably good with it. So I just hung it up on the shelf. They did redesign the riser on this one. They made it a lot stiffer. I don't know if that is helping, but I am shooting this thing noticeably better. Whether it's indoor or outdoor, I can just hold it really well. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm shooting more or what, but It just feels like a much stiffer and much better platform for me anyways. So they knocked that one out of the park. Let's go to the next target. All right, 30 yard goose. I'm gonna try to shoot his head. Cause why not, right?
You going for a headshot, huh?
Go for a headshot. I'll hold on the right side. Oh, arrow didn't move at all. One thing I noticed when I took this bow out of the box was the grip plates. So they finally have made different angled grips. So obviously you can shoot off the riser, which is just 0 degrees, but they'll send you the 4-degree plate on here and then an 8 and a 12. I shot the 4 a little bit, but it just didn't feel quite right. I threw the 8 on there and it helped straighten out everything, give me a little bit further distance from the bow so I could run it at 29 inch. Because my draw length's like 28 3/4, so that helped. The only thing I don't like about this, which I will end up fixing, there's no texture on this, so if you got sweaty or clammy hands and you're shooting, it tends to want to push your hand up, which is kind of uncomfortable, and it could cause you to have variations in your grip. So I'll wrap it in some either Bomar grip tape or just some regular grip tape, and that should fix that problem. But super glad that they finally decided to come out with different sized angled grip plates. So good on you, PSE. That first shot, I aimed right and I hit right. So I guess there's not enough wind at 30 to affect anything. I aim right at it. Well, I hit it. This bow's a shooter, I'm not gonna lie. It's I don't know if it's because it's just a slower bow and it just feels more comfortable, but damn, it shoots good. Feels good too. Feels kind of equal or better than the duo that I was shooting. So it's kind of nice. Hit right where my pin was. Imagine that. So another thing too that I noticed like a day after I had this thing, because I didn't really pay attention, was the strings. So it's a solid color string, which I'm a big fan of, and they threw on the gray strings on there for the gray riser. So seems like, I don't know if it was done on purpose, but it seems like they're trying to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, 55 yards. Let's see what we got it set it at. 65.6. And I notice it's always windy when we're trying to film. And they're still going off to the right. Still going downhill. That one should be a lot better. Well, it looks like it was still right. I even put it on his shoulder too.
So after shooting the round today, what do you feel like the comfort level is going to be on this bow for, multiple shots?
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. This is the first time I've actually shot the SE2 Cam. I've shot all the other ones. This one, it's super smooth, and I think that's the cause of why it's a little slower than, say, the S2. It kind of rivals the EC2 Cam, I would say, but it's super comfortable. I could definitely shoot this bow a lot and not feel like I'm having any fatigue or wear or any shoulder problems.
Are you going to be setting this bow up a little different and shooting it for the Vegas round?
Yeah, so like beginning of December, I'll probably swap everything out. I'll swap sights out, swap arrows. I'll run the 27s for Vegas. Hopefully do some indoor stuff prior to that too. December, January, there's some indoor shoots. So
this will kind of be your do everything target bow.
Yeah, there's a couple 3Ds coming up from now until beginning of December. So I'll shoot that. I'll just keep the fatter shafts and just hope that it's not going to be windy. I could throw on the 3D HVs, the skinnier arrows. I can get a little bit more speed out of those, and then they're obviously going to be less affected by the wind. But I'm kind of curious to see how I can perform with the fatter shafts. So I'll just run those. Hope for the best. It's another 45-yard shot. Seems like everything on this hill has been 40 to 50. Can you see the wind at all? Want to see it?
Oh, it's blowing.
That's what I'm dealing with right now. All right, 45. Here we go. Aim right. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Today's field review with this last shot. If you guys like this video of the Supra X, our first impressions and what we think about it, be sure to like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And if you really want to check this bow out, be sure to visit your local pro shop and give it a test drive. And if you're in the SoCal area, be sure to check out Willow Creek Archery. They're going to have a couple up on the wall. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.